What's going on, everybody? I just figured I would do this video. Don't know why. Just had a thought in my head. Since everybody keeps telling me that I need to do videos, I figured I'd do a Our Time Now, an Our Time Now exclusive video. You see me sitting here with my Our Time Now hat on. I got the hoodie on, even though it's about, I don't know, 70 some degrees outside. I'm in LA and it's a little hot right now, but the wind is kind of blowing, so I mean, I get the hot cold thing going on. I want to say hello to everybody. This is I guess my first video. Well, it is my first video. I wanted to just do a quick little video just to say hello. Introduce everybody to me, since everybody says, "Oh, is he white? It's a white person that owns Our Time Now. You know, he ain't really black. He just fake. Well, you see me. Got black and don't rub off. Wish this fat would rub off, but it's okay. Anyway, I was thinking this Peter Liang situation with the Laquan McDonald brother in New York is very, very troubling to me. It's troubling because I live here in LA. And the problem that I see here in LA is that we have a lot of non-black owned businesses in the hood. I'm from Watts, just in case anybody was wondering. If you don't know where Watts is, you haven't been listening to rap for the last ever. It's right next to Compton. If you don't know where Compton is, then you have never listened to rap ever. But anyway, I'm from Watts, and there are a lot of non-black owned businesses, and there are a lot of black and brown people in Watts. Majority of these businesses are owned by Asians. Now, the problem here with Asians is that nothing wrong with them as a people. It's just that they get a business, they go to the business, they stay in the business all day. Don't buy a glass of water, don't go to the bathroom, barely come outside to say hello to anybody or anything other than staying in their business. Now, that's good business, but it's not good community businessing, if that makes any sense. Now, the reason I say this is because we're looking at the situation in New York with the Peter Liang, a policeman that was, from what I understand, I could be wrong, somebody tell me, he went into this building when he wasn't supposed to, him and his partner. And of course, they're using the same police line. He was afraid. So he went up a dark flight of stairs with no lights on, with his gun out. Not his flashlight, his gun. And Laquan McDonald and his girlfriend, I guess, were coming down the stairs or something like that. They heard, Peter Liang and his partner heard some noise. He decides to shoot, I guess, to create some kind of light. Bullet ricochets, I guess, if I'm right with the story, and hits Laquan. Instead of calling for help, Mr. Liang decides to call or text his union rep. Crime number one, basically, because if you're police, you're supposed to render aid. So he didn't do that. He tried to figure out a way to get out of trouble. Waited, I guess, a few minutes or whatever, then decided to call for help after him and his partner, tried to figure out how he was going to get out of trouble, or they were going to get out of trouble. Make a long story short, he gets found guilty. Then he goes to court and they give him probation and community service. This loving community of Asians decides they are going to support him and say it's not, it was an accident. How do you accidentally shoot someone? It takes, I guess, between 10 and 12 pounds of pressure to pull a trigger on at least a 9mm gun and discharge a round. He did not accidentally do that. He did that on purpose. He killed that young man, and he's going to get away with it. Now, whatever they do is what they do. I am here. Our time now is here for the sole purpose of speaking for and about black people. Now, what do we as a race do about this situation? Well, it's very simple. The first thing we do is stop supporting people who don't support us. Now, they say, I heard on NPR this morning, there was a group, I can't remember the name, it was created it's basically like an NAACP for Asians, and they were in support of Laquan McDonald's family. I don't really believe these people are in support of black people as far as the injustices that are done to us. I think that they are in support of black people because they don't want us to go away from them because we are their income. Like I said, I'm from Watts. And majority of the businesses are owned by Asians, beauty supplies and everything. Now, I live 12 miles one way from Watts. I need to go to a beauty supply. I go to a black beauty supply that is 12 miles away in Watts. I pass up probably, if not 30, 40, 50 Asian and non-black owned beauty supplies just to get to this one beauty supply because I want to support my people. I don't see nothing wrong with that because Asians do it all the time. When I used to sell cars, they would come to the dealerships. They would test drive a car with me, and then they go to the dealerships next to their house where the Asians are. Nothing wrong with supporting your own people. Black people need to start doing the same thing. Because the more that we support other races, the more that they feel that we need, want, and desire them. We need to take that away from them. Like Minister Farrakhan said, we need to redistribute the pain. I'm not for violence. What I am for is a economic change. We spend over $1 trillion a year in the American economy with others. Out of that, we probably get 1% of that back, 1 or 2, just for an even number, just say 10%. 10% of $1 trillion is what, $100 million? $100 million in black businesses is nothing. That's like $1 to Donald Trump. It means nothing to him. It means a lot to us. Now, what we need to do, like I said, is we need to stop patronizing. Is that the right word? We need to stop doing business with people who have no care for us. We already see that we have no friends. Asians don't care. So we need to stop doing business with them. Plain and simple. Stop going to the Asian beauty supplies because Miss Kwan don't really like you. She's just smiling at you to get your money. Menace to Society, which happened to take place in Watts, by the way. The hurry up and buy situation, that actually happens. When I used to go to the stores, they say that, hurry up and buy. What are you looking for? Walking behind me. And I'm like, man, I'm just here to get a drink. I'm going from front door to the back to get a drink, and they right behind me. Now, I understand that people come in and stealing, but that's beside the point. They don't do that to their own. They need to go to their own communities and do business there. We can't go to their businesses. Oh, by the way, you got to forgive me when I speak. I'm a little scatterbrained, so I jump around on topics. I need to try to stay on point, but here's what I'm saying. Here in LA, if anybody wants to Google it, they can. They have an Asian American history museum downtown LA on Alameda Street. It goes all the way downtown. Now, here's the trick to this situation. Little Taiwan, little Saigon, little Korea, little Japan, little this, little that. Not one black-owned business in sight. I can't even think of any white-owned business unless you're talking about like McDonald's or something like that. But even them, they're not owned by black people. No little Africa. Why? Because we are giving our money to people who do not care about us. So I ask, I implore, I beg, I uh, appeal to your sense of decency and saying, please, black people, let's start doing for self with self. We cannot continue to cry Black Lives Matter, which I don't even want to really say. We need to be saying it's our time now. Not because I created our time now. It's just the fact that it is our time now to start redistributing the pain to those who give us pain economically. We can't win a physical war. We can't win, or we can at least make a great dent in a financial war. So I ask all of the people who will pay attention to this video to watch it and, give me some feedback. I know I'm going to get a whole lot of hate, which is cool. Because I mean, on cold nights, hate is good. It keeps you warm. So I ask that our people start doing what we need to do. We need to reunite and work together so we can stop these people from doing whatever the hell they think they want to do. Or let me rephrase that. From doing what they're already doing with no kind of punishment behind it because we don't have unity in ourselves. So I ask that my people start doing something and let's get this ball rolling. Until the next video, it's our time now. Bye.